Hello everyone. Hi. How are you guys? Okay, let's start the webinar. So, the topic for this webinar today is going to be live technical analysis. So, I will do technical analysis on the live forex market as the price is moving. So maybe I might even jump to a smaller time frame. If you have any question, feel free to let me know. If you want me to take a look at any particular currency pair while this webinar is going, because this is all about technical analysis. So if you want me to take a look at any particular currency pair, just feel free to drop it at the chat box. I will take a look at it right away. While I'm waiting for any of you guys to drop the technical analysis which you want me to do in terms of currency pair, I would pick a random currency pair and talk about it. So the let's take a look at British pound Japanese yen. Yeah. But before I go to British pound Japanese yen, this morning I saw this move. Let me clear all this charts. Oh, this my zone are working. Came back, it came to test there. Okay, so this morning when I came to the office, I saw this big drop. I already left the office when I saw this big drop. So in the morning, 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., I was already in the office. So I see that there was already a pullback. So I went to the daily time frame. What I did on the daily time frame, I saw that there was kind of a rejection, but closes bullish. And not only closes bullish, it closes above resistant level. So yeah, closes bullish and closes above resistant level. This was the previous resistance that the currency pair formed. So the price closes above resistant level. So my bias was bullish. That was my bias this morning. So I was thinking that this prices will continue moving to the upside. And the first target I was targeting was yesterday high level. That was what I was targeting this morning uh, when I came to the office. So right now the technical analysis already started. So that was my target level. That was yesterday highs. When I went to the 4 hours time frame, the price was uh, somewhere this region, but it was the 1 hour time frame. I will go to the 1 hour time frame. So I came to the 1 hour time frame. That was my target. This was my target. So when I came to the 1 hour time frame, the price was bullish. This was a strong drop. So and I think it was kind of fundamental, and there was already resistance forming. Where was the resistance? The resistance was already forming at this level. So since the resistance was already forming at this level, what I did, I said, uh, once the price start closing above this resistance level, I will take a buy, and the potential target is going to be previous highs, which was yesterday. So what happened? I went to the 4 hours time frame. The 4 hours time frame was looking good. Why was it looking good? There was kind of a pullback and a rejection, and this rejection, which we saw here, it was kind of my previous level, which I marked. So there was a rejection. So the price rejected and closes bullish. So automatically support already formed. Support formed at this level. If you take a look at this level, we have support formed above previous resistance. So that's to show that the price has tendency of continue bullish. That being said, so I was waiting. I said, you know what? Once this price start breaking this resistance level, I will take a buy. The take profits will be at above this level and the stop loss below this candle. So it was on the 1 hour time frame. I took the entry. So when I saw the 1 hour time frame start closing above, I was not 100% confident when the 1 hour time frame closes above, because it closes very little and there was no momentum. But when the confidence started coming was when this candle closes. It closes above, and we already see higher highs and higher lows. So it closes above there, so I said this is kind of a good opportunity to take a buy. So what I did, I took a buy at this candle, yeah, somewhere at this candle, yeah. That was my buy. I'll go back to the 4 hours because I use the 4 hours to set the stop loss. So the stop loss, I put it somewhere that region. It was approximately 15, 16 pips. So somewhere here below that level. That was the stop loss. And the take profits, I said that was yesterday's high. This was my target because if you go back to yesterday high here, so this was my target this morning. And what happened? As you can see, the price bounced from where I took. There was kind of a drawdown, and the drawdown was more or less 4 or 5 pips. Yeah, it was dropped down 4 or 5 pips or so, and before it start moving towards to the upside. And you can see even from my entry, I already had 44 pips, but I was targeting more or less this region. Yeah, 62 pips. So I was targeting yesterday high. So I don't really have like 62 pips, 70 pips. No, I was just targeting yesterday's highs, that the price will likely hit that yesterday's highs. And you might ask me, oh, there's already a pullback. This is totally fine. There's already a pullback. You know what will happen? There might be a pullback back to this level before the price continue moving to the upside, or the pullback might already ended at this level, because once the pullback might end at this region and continue moving. But more or less, my target for today, it's going to be yesterday highs. Because why? This price has been trending bullish, so the trend is kind of in an uptrend momentum, and I think it will continue. Yeah, it's kind of an uptrend momentum, so I think it's going to continue. If you look at it, it bounced up from this support level, the lower boundary of an ascending channel, my previous level, and started moving to the upside. So there's big tendency that this price will hit 133.96 region today. So this was the trade which I took, and still this morning, no, it was not this morning, it was a few hours ago. I was doing technical analysis, so I saw this region. However, the trade did not work in my favor, but I still think the trade will go to the upside. Because why? Looks like it was a fake ad, but I don't know if it was a fake ad, but I have a doubt. I will tell you the reason why I said I have a doubt. I saw this price broke this resistance level, closes above this resistance level. I said, oh, that's beautiful. That since it closes, because this level was rejecting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours rejecting. So since that region was rejecting, I was saying once the price break that region, then it will continue moving to the upside. This was the trade which I took a few hours ago, 1 or 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. I would say 2 hours ago, because this was the candle that stopped me out from the market. So the price was moving and broke that level. It makes little bit pullback to the downside. Yeah, it makes little bit pullback to the downside. So I took a buy. I said I was hoping that the price would hit somewhere this region. I will be frank here. Somewhere that region, that was more or less 30 pips. That was my target, but my stop loss was somewhere below. Yeah, somewhere below this level, which was 14 pips or 15 pips, if I'm not forgetting. If yeah, 14, 15 pips. So that was my target. But what happened? The price make an up move, then rejected and start coming to the downside and take me out from the market. And the reason why I went back to the 4 hours time frame, because when you why am I explaining this situation? I'm explaining it for those guys. You know, when you take a trade and the trade did not work out, you need to find the reason why this trade did not work out. What did I do wrong, or what did I do correctly? Why? How will I what's it called? Make an amend and take the trade next time to be a profitable trade. So the reason was this. I'll show you. When I was taking this trade, when the price broke, it was towards the end of 4 hours candle. That is, yeah, if let's go back again. Yeah, this was 12 o'clock. Sorry, this was 10 o'clock, and no, okay, this was 11 o'clock. So I opened the trade 11 o'clock, and the 4 hours candle will close by 12 o'clock. So it was already the end of a 4 hours candle close. And what happened when, even from 30 minutes smaller time frame to the bigger time frame, when a candle is making a run, when it opens, it tends to leave wicks, either up wick or down wick. There's always going to be wicks, right? So the price, before the 4 hours candle closes, it was somewhere this region, right? So I entered while the 4 hours candle is preparing to close, which is very bad. And what happened? It makes little bit weak downward and start coming, boom, it takes me out from the market. If so, just let's put this stuff like this. Just imagine this region. This is kind of 4 hours candle, right? Let's go. This is 4 hours candle, and we'll go to 1 hour time frame. Maybe we'll see it. Okay, yeah. Look at this 4 hours candle, right? When the price starts coming, it closes. Yeah, this was the previous 4 hours candle. 1, 2, 3. I think it started. Let me go back. Uh, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. So we'll go back and see this was. Yeah. So we can see. You see these 4 hour candles? That was yesterday. They started at this region. This was the first hour. This was the second hour. And what happened? When the price broke that zone, even let's put it here, this was where all the candles were closing. So that was the previous resistance. So when the candle closes above, we still have approximately how many hours? We still have approximately 2 hours for the move to continue. 2 hours for the move to continue. When it broke, what happened? We see the next candle shoot up. You can see this next candle shoot up. And the final hours, what happened? There was kind of a pullback, and it left a wicks to the upside. And you can see exactly what happened. The same. It makes a pullback an hour before the candle closes, and the last hour, what happened? There was a pullback. That's the pullback left a wicks on these 4 hours candles, which you are looking at right now. So in other words, that was the mistake which I made this morning. I entered when there was a breakout. That's my strategy, the breakout strategy. It usually works all the time. So there was a breakout. It makes a move downward to test this previous resistance. However, I didn't take into consideration that the 4 hours candle will be closing in less than 1 hour. So, and when you didn't take into consideration the 4 hours candle will be closing in less than 1 hour, what happened? You can see this rejection left a wick to the upside, and the rejection was very strong. So that is the reason why I took a L on that trade. So I'll give you technical analysis again for this British pound JPY. It's very simple. We can see based on the 4 hours time frame, it's kind of making a strong move to the upside, right? Fine, beautiful. This was previous resistance. It took a while before the price broke that region. So we already know that the British pounds will continue the bullish run. And the previous resistance again is somewhere in this region. And the price already broke this region again. So right now, what will happen? This is my prediction. My bias still remain the same as of this morning. Why? There's already support for me. Where's the support for me? This region. This was the support that is for me right now. So what will happen? Once this candle, okay, let me go and erase this region again. Yeah, and I go back to the 1 hour time frame. So this is the 1 hour time frame. So look at my bias, still remain the same. See, still remain what? The same. And right now, look what is going to happen. if this current hour, which started 1 hour, this current hour, which is 1:15 Riga time, if it closes above this zone, I will put it like this. If it closes above right now, yeah, yeah. So if this candle closes like this, let me put dark green. Dark green will be fine. So it will make me good. Yeah, it's fine. This one is good. So if this candle closes, which is this current hour, which is it will close by 2 o'clock Riga time. If it closes above this resistant level, you know what will I do? I will not be scared to take it by again, to give it a second try. Why? Because it will have 2 hours more for this candle to this it will have it will have more or less 2 hours more for this current 4 hours candle to close, right? It will have 2 hours more for this current 4 hours candle to close. So in other words, when it closes like this, it makes a downward move to the downside, and when it's coming back, I take it by. I will still target the same region which I was targeting before. So maybe I don't know where it will close this current hour. So maybe it closes like this. I will take it by, put stop loss in below that candle, and my take profit is going to be the same. It's going to be somewhere this region, more or less 30 pips. This is still going to be my bias for today. The bias remain the same. However, if this situation did not work fine and the price reverse, create resistance, and it closes below this region, if it closes below the support level right now, so what is that telling me? It's telling me that resistance already forms above. It broke support. Then the next zone is going to be the next support level. So two ways. I'm waiting for two buyers. If it breaks above the resistance, I will take a buy depending on what time it breaks above the resistance. If it breaks above the resistance 2 o'clock, I'll be happy. But if it closes 1 hour before the 4 hours candle will close, I will be skeptical to take that trade, because what it already happens previous hours. So I don't want that to happen again. So if it closes below in the next 1 hour, the same I will take. If it closes like 2 o'clock, it closes below, I will be very happy to take a short trade to target this support level. However, there's kind of a minor support, which is this zone 2 as well. So if it closes here, it makes a pullback, I will first target. If you make a pullback, maybe I take the entrance here, put stop loss somewhere in this region. My full target is going to be more or less 35 or 40 pips, but the first stage of taking profit is going to be somewhere in this zone. So this is how I will trade the currency pair. So guys, this is the live technical analysis. I did an example for you for GU and for GJ2. So I see there's no question. See you tomorrow or next week for more important topics. Till then, remain blessed.